for you to go beast mode. King of the jungle, cause you're in a mode. Time for you to go overload. Eat your competition alive, cause you an animal. What's my competition? Only me. Go head to head with my enemies and smash them to smithereens. Calisthenics burning calories. Bring that fire ready to blow up. Now we're the kerosene. You're a fighter, you're a fighter. Never gonna give up, never gonna back down. Get up, get up, get up, get up.
Welcome into Beyond the Blitz. Nick Luttrell joined alongside Tyler Cass. Week 6 of high school football brought it all. Lots of offensive highlights, an overtime game, an almost comeback game. There was a lot of fun stuff in Week 6.
And it all starts with maybe the biggest matchup of the year so far, certainly in conference play, but one that's brand new to conference play. I'll explain over here at camera 3. It's our game of the week. Pulaski Academy, the newcomers to the 7A this year, taking on Bryant. Oh yeah, the Hornets, who have won 5 of the last 6 7A state championships. So PA knows that if they want to keep finding success as they keep moving up, this is kind of the final boss, so to speak, and this game taking place at the home of the Hornets. Here comes Bryant, but first off, here comes PA and Brandon Cobb. A little screen pass here, sets up Javion Walker with all kinds of grass and blockers in front of him. He's out of bounds after a nice little pickup there later on in the drive. Cobb again, this time gonna keep it himself. Looks pretty well designed, gets the stiff arm, gets taken down, but the field below him's already blue. And PA on top by a score in the early going. And PA also bringing their unique brand of football to the 7A this year. That means onside kicks, and that means 2-point conversions. Cobb in again, 8-0 Bruins. But Bryant, well, they're going to show these newbies how they do things in the big ol' 7A. Jordan Walker to Brylan Hendricks for the long touchdown. He could basically walk in, and these two just trading heavyweight blows back and forth in the first quarter. Why not? Cobb says, I see what you can do. I can do that too. He gets a nice throw just before the hit, drops it in there to Mason Greathouse. He takes that to the house. Pulaski Academy back on top by a touchdown, but you're going to want to check this next play out nice and close. Jordan Walker back in the pocket, steps up, goes deep to Kamari Austin, dives into the end zone for the catch and 6. Bryant just wears away at the Bruins in the second half, and once again the Hornets prove their dominance over the rest of the 7A so far, a 48-29 win.
All right, Tyler, let's stay in the 7A. North Little Rock and Little Rock Southwest both have something in common that they probably don't wish they had in common. Both are winless on the season. But last night, that's going to change, and it will change. Griffins with the ball first, and they march right down the field. Felix Hines rushing it in for the score. A little interesting celebration here. I don't know exactly what this is, but he looks really excited. Hines with the big-time touchdown. Next quarter, charging Wildcats, responding Will Jones to Tony Wilkins, and we are tied at 6. Back and forth we go. This time, Chase Forte airing it out. Big time pass play, might as well throw it up. You got your guy, and it's pretty sweet. Kylan Fidel, Griffins would score moments later to go up by 7. Next possession for Southwest. I feel like there's a replay of the last highlight. Forte again, this time to Jermarian Barton. He makes the reception and gets him close to the red zone. And the very next play, Tykeus Robinson around the left side and runs it in for the Griffins. They take the win 38-21 over Southwest. Let's move on. Conway now looking to go to 6-0 against the Cabot Panthers. Cabot is the one that is standing in their way. THV 11's Carter 3 was there and has the highlights.
The Cabot Panthers playing host to the Conway Wampus Cats tonight, and I can tell you this, if you like to see a quarterback pull the ball down and run with it, this was a game for you. Let's take a look at those highlights.
The Wampus Cats gonna start things off with Cam Blackman on the pitch, and this guy is a shifty runner. I regret that we can only show one of his highlights here. It's gonna be this one because this one's pretty good. They just cannot bring him down. Gets all the way inside the 10, and that is all Grayson Wilson needs. You can't see him there, but I promise you the Razorback commit does get into the end zone on the sneak, and it's 7-0 Wampus Cats. And if you want more Grayson Wilson, here's a play where you can see him a little better. Bit longer of a run, and if the Panthers keep giving him that left side, he is gonna take it. And then on this next play, once again, The Panthers sideline was screaming, sneak, sneak. They know what's going to happen and they just can't stop it. 14-0 Wampus Cats. Let's show a little love to that Conway defense. Only gave up 7 points in this one. That's Julian Jones. Punt pins the Wampus Cats back, but all that means is more yards for Jacoby Wade. Catch and run that gets the Wampus Cats sideline going crazy. You see him there all around me as I was filming. 21-0, and then Grayson Wilson gonna do it one more time, pulling this thing down and running with it. The Panthers barely even get a hand on him here. It is 28-0, and things would continue to go that way for Wilson and the Wampus Cats. Final score, Conway 56, Cabot 7.
All right, over now to War Memorial Stadium, home to the state championship games, but also during the season, home to the Little Rock Catholic Rockets. They're taking on Jonesboro last night. And first quarter, Jackson England to Hayden Rofe. He's in for a quick 6 right there. Rockets on top, 6-0. Second quarter now to the ground game. Noah Lewis outruns the defenders. Even outran the camera for a little bit there. Both eventually chase him down, but not before he's deep into Jonesboro territory. And then a couple plays later, England fakes out everyone and in for another 6. It's 12-0 Catholic. Still in the second quarter, Catholic driving once again. They got 4th down, a few yards to go. England looking, gonna keep it himself. Dives for the end zone. They say he was out of bounds, but he did pick up the first down. And next play later, gonna call his own number straight up the gut for a touchdown to make it 20-0 Catholic. Jonesboro actually mounted a valiant comeback in the second half, but wasn't quite enough. Catholic holds on to win 26-21.
All right, let's go to 2 offensive powerhouses in the 6A. Benton facing off against Sheridan. Drew Davis, we've seen this guy ball out all season long. He's done it with his arm. We've seen a lot of highlights tonight. He did it with his legs. Big time run right there to put his team up 7-0. But another big play here, this time not by Benton, but by the Sheridan Yellow Jackets. Dax McMillan to Peyton Starrett, who uses his speed, finds the end zone. 7-6, Benton still up by 1. On the ensuing drive, we talked about him earlier. We're going to talk about him again. Drew Davis, this time again using his legs, maintains his balance there at the end and scores his second touchdown of the day. 14-6 Benton. But the Yellow Jackets not going away just yet. This time, it's Zay Stevens, the sophomore speedster around the left side, has one man to beat, and he does a 70-plus yard touchdown run for the Yellow Jackets. He has them fired up, and give credit to Sheridan. They were tight with Benton in this game, but the Panthers pull ahead, and they pull ahead big, winning 72-25.
All right, check out some other games from the week real quick. Actually, Thursday night action at War Memorial. Parkview playing Hope, one of those games, even when it goes wrong, it's right. Quentin Murphy snapped 10 yards over his head, still gets in for the score. Parkview shut him out 72-0.
And let's move on to Des Arc and Marked Tree. Des Arc getting the win 58-44. Nice win there for the Eagles, and Jacob Dobson running it in for his team.
We had some drama in the River Valley. Valonia and Alma in overtime. Valonia ball first. They punch it in for 7, and then Alma 4th and goal for the game. The Eagles get the stop and the dramatic win. Valonia takes that one in overtime, 52-45.